Hello! All right, you guys, welcome to my 16-week bump date. You guys, I'm getting so close to halfway. I mean, last week I felt like I was 5 weeks away, now I feel like I'm 4. I don't know why that seems so much closer to halfway, but to me, it does, and I'm taking it. So, let me just tell you, before I get into this video, there was one product that I absolutely could not live without. The second I found out I was pregnant, I was like, why did I give that away? Because I used it for all 5, now 6 of my pregnancies, and I bought it when I was pregnant with Zade. It was the best purchase I ever made, and it saved my life while I was pregnant, you guys. I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's called the Snoogle. It's kind of a funny name. You can Google Snoogle if you want. I promise you. I put it back in the package. I did sleep with it last night and it was heavenly because it came yesterday morning and I was like, now I just want to go to bed. I want to just sleep all day because my hip, my right hip is the culprit. It's always hurting when I'm pregnant. So I put it in the package just to show you what it looks like, but in the package, but here it is outside of the package, you guys. It's actually really big, but it's kind of shaped like, I don't know, like a worm, maybe a gummy worm. And this is why I love it. I'm gonna show you guys really quick. I am finally like to the point where I have to use it. 16 weeks, I already have to use this pillow. My hip started hurting. It came in the mail just in time because my hip started hurting like the day before that. I got out of bed and put my weight on my right hip. Could not even stand on it. And I was like dying because I thought, no, I've been exercising. I thought that would keep this away. I think the combination of the pillow and exercise, hopefully it won't get any worse. I'm like praying. Because last night I slept with this and this morning I got up and my hip did not hurt. Actually didn't hurt at all. So I have a lot of hope. I love my pillow. I'm so glad I have it back. This one is a lot fluffier than the one I had before because it was 13 years old and had gone not only through all of my pregnancies, but I had lent it out to 3 of Davey's sisters because they couldn't live without it either, but I wasn't pregnant when they were, so they were like, can I borrow that again? So it's helped a lot of women through a lot of pregnancies, but this one is all mine. I'm so excited that they sent it to me. I contacted them because, like I said, it was the very first thing where I was like, oh my gosh. They were the first company I reached out to, and I was like, if you send me a pillow, I'll tell the world how much I love it, because I really do. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to show you at the end of the bump date how amazingly awesome it is when I'm laying down and all of the ways I use it. But for now, let's get into the baby. How's baby doing? So we had a gender reveal you guys saw a couple days ago. We had an ultrasound, and yes, Frankie is actually a boy for sure. Which we were a little bit like, well, maybe the blood test was wrong. I don't know, maybe it got contaminated. No, it was absolutely right. Frankie's a boy, and we're so excited. So 16 weeks. I'm gonna show you guys the actual size. There he is. That's how big he is compared to my phone. He fills up the entire screen from bottom to top of his head on my phone now. And they said he weighs about 4.9 ounces, so almost 5 ounces and 5 inches long. That's awesome. I have been feeling him kick for sure. Like the kicks are getting a little bit stronger now. I felt him a couple weeks ago, but it was like really subtle flutters when I was like silent and not moving. If I really concentrated, I could feel him moving a little bit. Now, every night I can feel him moving and jumping around in there. So some other things is his heartbeat. The heart is beating regularly on average at about 150 beats per minute. And his bones are hardening now. So I think that's why it's easier to feel his little movements, is because his bones are getting more stiff. They're not as like wobbly, as they're kind of like cartilage when they're first formed. So now his tiny legs and arms are now completely formed. So little fingernails, little wrinkles in his fingers. Like, it's amazing to see these pictures of what he looks like. Fat formations. His skin is plumping up, and it's starting to be a little bit less obvious to see his veins through the fat formations beginning. And his heart is pumping 25 quarts of blood a day. That's crazy. That is blood that's going through me and getting oxygenated and then back through the placenta and back to him. 25 quarts a day. And then it says the meconium, the first bowel movement of your baby they'll have after birth, is starting to form in the baby's bowels. So that's the update for him. I'm going to show you my belly. It's about the same as last week. I just got done working out and it is in the morning, so it's a little bit smaller, but I can feel like, it's weird, my uterus is like, I can feel it now right there, and that it's like bigger. So yeah, definitely feel changes, but I'm so glad I've been working out. It's been helping me so much. And what I've been eating, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm craving pickles, anything pickled vegetables, pickled artichoke, like marinated artichokes, pickles, vinegar with salt and pepper and a cucumber, like anything salty and pickly. That's all I want to eat. Unfortunately, I have to like mix that with real food too, because I would get sick if I only ate pickles, but I don't know. Pickles, 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 pickles. No ice cream. I don't know why they say that, because I've never wanted them together, but pickles for sure. What else? I think that's everything. So I'm gonna show you guys the love of my life right now. I'm sorry, Davey, this is replacing. He's like, oh, so this is replacing me? I was like, absolutely. Only for a few months though, because as soon as I'm done having the baby, I kind of get rid of it and go back to sleeping on my stomach, because let's be honest, that's where I really want to be all the time. But now that my stomach's getting bigger, like I said, I can feel that bump in there. It's not comfortable to be on my stomach anymore, so yay! I'm gonna show you guys how this works and why it's so amazing, and why if you know anyone that's pregnant, or if you are pregnant, this is the best thing you could ever do for them or yourself. I promise you. So really quick, the first thing I want to do is remove this tag, because it says that it's against the law. You guys, I know I'm committing a crime on camera right now, but I'm not returning this pillow. I'm not going to ever let it leave my side again until I'm 60. So just in case I get pregnant again. So I'm cutting this tag off. So the first thing I do is, when I'm getting ready to go to bed, is I just throw all the real pillows away. I just don't even need them anymore. This is the only thing I need. And it's backwards, so I lay it in the bed. A better angle of how I set it up. So now I simply take this round part and put my shoulder under it, and then this is the best part, you guys. Okay, so the tension between your head and your knees creates like this stiff pillow in the back that you can actually lean back on. It supports all of your weight, and all of the pressure just comes off my hips. It just makes it feel more like you're laying on your back to sleep, which you really want to do, but you can't do safely when you're pregnant, especially when you get bigger. And here's the best part. When my tummy is really big, like towards the end, this little piece right here, I can lift up my belly and stick it underneath my belly like this. And then my belly is actually supported by this portion of the pillow too. I'm telling you guys, it is life-changing. There's nothing I've ever seen compared to this. You have back support, your belly has a little bit of support, you can roll slightly onto your back, and your hips are the perfect width, and you have anywhere to put your head. Oh my gosh. It's like you're floating, and it's heaven. And now I don't ever want to get out of this spot, so good night. Oh, I do have to show you one more thing. I don't want to turn right now, but if you ever do want to turn, this is how I turn. I just lift up the pillow so both of my legs are underneath, and then I tuck my right arm underneath as I like grab my tummy when it's huge, and I pull, and then I tuck my arm underneath, and then I pull this up, and then I still have a little bit of support in the back, but I can kind of hug the other side. I do switch from one side to the other in the middle of the night, and I don't even have to move the pillow. I just kind of like what I did to show you, kind of grab my tummy and roll over. It's like, oh, when you get so big you have to hold your own tummy. I know, but it's real life. So this is actually super comfortable too, because like I said, you still have like something supporting a little bit of your back on this side and around the back on the other side, and it's still great if you just feel like you need, because I just feel like sometimes I need a break from my left side of sleeping, just to roll over. So there you go. You can also swirl it around.
Mom.
and make it into like a really big, okay, so you can make it into like a wedge if you do want to kind of get relief and lay on your back a little bit. It keeps you elevated enough to where you can safely lay on your back. It's kind of like a reclining chair in your bed. So that's the other thing I do. So it does have a few other options. If you're like, oh, I don't want to sleep on either one of my sides anymore, I'll just roll it up really quick and lean back and get a few hours of rest this way. And then usually I want to go back to my side because that's a little bit easier for me to sleep that way. In desperate times, I've even been known to see this hole, guys. I don't think that it's made to do this, but I was like, well, there's a hole there and I have a belly about the same size. So I have even laid like this in order to have Davey rub my back or something, and I stack a few more pillows here and I can lay my head. And it's been really great for a few minutes of that. I wouldn't recommend sleeping like that, but it's something that I've done. I misuse this product. I just use it in all the ways. I'm gonna put a link in the description for you guys. Check out the pillow. Go follow these guys on Instagram because I'm telling you, you might forget the Snoogle's name, but you will never forget it once you sleep in it. You will like not be able to live without it if you're pregnant, just like me. But that's a good thing because it fixes your sleeping problems when you're pregnant. It just does. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this bump date. I'm excited to share a lot of fun products with you guys, as I mean, this one's been around for a really long time. Obviously, 13 years ago when I was pregnant with Zade, I had one. But they've improved the design a little bit and put the zipper on the side, so it's really easy to get the pillowcase off, and they have so many cute covers to choose from. This is the other cover I got, and it's just a cotton, it's like a polyester cotton blend. So this is more of like a jersey knit, has a little bit of stretch to it, and this one is more, I think I'll use this one more in the summer because it's a really soft, more of a slippery type. I like having a couple, or at least a cover to switch, and so I can have it washed but not have to skip a day of using it. Yeah, so things just get better with time. That's how it is. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm taking a nap now.